Yo, so we got Draco versus the Kendrick Klones. It's pause. It's deeper than you think. All right, so we got your man Aubrey. So Aubrey's on Republic Records, right? Republic Records is owned by UMG, Universal Music Group. So check the Universal, like the symbolism. Is they trying to show you the flat Earth, or what they think is a flat Earth? Also, it says Universal, but then it only shows you part of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy, right? Like it's just the world, but it's universal. Which one is it? Is the world the entire universe? So Kendrick, your man with the bag, the man purse. So Kendrick is on Interscope, right? Interscope is owned by UMG as well. So Universal Music Group, they have lawyers, they have teams, they got stylists, they got managers, they got all kind of stuff that is monitoring their artists, and they're big artists like Drake and Kendrick. So although they're distributed separately, they're under the same literally umbrella, literally in the same universe, under the same distribution labels and all of that. So it's being like, whereas niggas is looking at this as like a rap war and Drake said this and Kendrick's doing that. This is like puppets being utilized, you know what I'm saying, for a universal, literally a universal agenda, right? So check it out. So UMG, what's his name? Kendrick came out with Aftermath first, which was Dr. Dre's label, which was distributed by Interscope, which is a subsidiary of what? UMG. So UMG been moving this shit along. Remember, these billionaires move with astrology, numerology, gematria, all that type of time. They got other ideals and stuff like that on deck, other agendas on deck, whereas they keep the bread and circus going for regular people. Like, you don't think they analyze, they scrutinize every single lyric that comes from these people? You know what I'm saying? And what they say and how they say it, and they don't know, like, you know what I mean? That Kendrick is getting bots on it. Everybody that's at that level gets bots. Look at their likes and shit. Like, all that shit is all, you could buy followers on social media, you could buy views. Everything is synthetic. You could buy a fake everything. You name it, you could buy a fake one of it. You about to be able to buy a fake child soon. You know, you can buy fake memories, the Neuralink. So they are literally like playing with niggas' emotions, and everybody getting so worked up on whatever it is, the beef, quote unquote, West Coast versus whatever. That's why I put on the Western Flows Road, because Drake is the Western Flows Road. This beat is hot too. Baby, can't be my shit. It's one of the best beats this nigga came up with. Anyway, so boom. So Universal Music Group owns all of this. They own Drake, they own Kendrick, they own Top Dog, Pause, they own Dre, all of that. OVO, you know what I'm saying? It's all under UMG. So UMG last year made in 2023 made $11.4 billion in gross revenue. Ran by this dude right here, Sir Lucian Grange. Lucian, Lucifer, who you dealing with? You know what I'm saying? He runs UMG. He's a small hat. He was also named in one of the Diddy lawsuits and all of that with the baby oil and this, that, and the third. And don't he look just like homeboy right here, Harvey Weinstein? So here's Lucius Grange, and here's Harvey Weinstein. They look very, very similar, yo. So talk about Attack of the Clones. Like, this shit is Star Wars, B. Just look at this. Harvey Weinstein, Lucian Grange. Look very, very similar. All right, boom. So let's get past that. So UMG, 11.4 billion. Sir Lucius Grange runs them. Small hat. You know what I'm saying? Looks like Weinstein. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you call it. So even bigger than that, though, there's a company by the name of 10 Cent, like 50 Cent, but 10. So notice the 10. X is 10 in Roman numeral. Elon Musk got that. The UMG music label is the CEO is Lucian Grange, and they made $11.1 billion, 1.4 in operating income, which means that they made about 10% of their revenue, you know what I'm saying, operating income. So from a P&L perspective. And then their owners, as you can see, is 10 Cent, right? You know what I mean? So 10 Cent. So notice the 10. The X is a 10 in Roman numeral. You see X, Saturn X, SpaceX, that's all like Saturn alien shit, you know what I'm saying? The 1 and the 0, the 10, you know what I'm saying? Satan, Satan. Like it gets real when it comes to the 10 Cent, or I'm sorry, to the 10, right? So, but interestingly enough, 10 Cent owns 20% of Universal Music Group. All right, so then, but Tencent owns looks like the majority share of UMG. So Tencent owns UMG. UMG is run by Lucent Grange. UMG runs Interscope. UMG runs Republic Records. Right? All right, got that. Here's their money value. All right, 1.4 billion, 11 billion in revenue. So look at the numbers. Tencent owns that. Let's go to Tencent though. Tencent is a Chinese company. This is Tencent's information on Wikipedia now, right? The information is their products. Look at their products. Tencent, SpaceX, Twitter X, Elon Musk X. You know what I'm saying? They about to bring in the X factor or X-Men on y'all niggas. The key products is artificial intelligence, cloud computing, search engine, social networking, instant messaging, mass media, web portals, commerce, browser, antivirus software, music, payment system, i.e. crypto, film production, video games, online services. Chinese, 86 billion in US currency. They total assets are 222 billion. 222 billion. This is all information for Tencent. So if you look at Tencent, you know what I'm saying, they own 20% of UMG. So the reason why, quote unquote, Drake is throwing out these allegations is because they're about to move the music streaming service, which they're destroying. Remember, they build and destroy. It's Hegelian dialect. Problem, solution, problem, reaction, solution. So right now everybody's reacting. Drake versus Kendrick. Kendrick's better. Drake's whack. I don't like Drake no more. He's telling, he's snitching, blah, blah, blah. None of that shit matters. These niggas make 86 billion a year in US revenue, 41 in operating income, which and they work in artificial intelligence and crypto, search engine. So what they're about to do, if this makes any sense, is they're about to move the Tencent is the China company who's been running the HUA, HUA, 5G systems, the TikTok. They got so much data on the world. China is getting it cracking right now. China's running into Africa. They about to recolonize Africa under their image. China's ill right now in terms of what they're doing, the BRICS and all of that. So China's not slowly, but they making their way in the world. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So then Tencent looks like they about to. So while Drake is suing them through whatever he got going on, right? So he's in this beef. He's suing UMG for some fake views because they're about to get rid of that system. Why? Because that system is going to be ran by artificial intelligence, and it's going to be artificial intelligence music, artificial intelligence beats, which you can find online now, artificial intelligence entertainment, just like you watch, you know what I'm saying, streamers now. But it's going to be artificially intelligent. That's why Kai Cenat got the robot, the Tesla robot. And that's also why Kim Kardashian just did a video with the Tesla robots. They getting niggas ready for AI. And in addition to that, they're going to do blockchain reporting so that they give niggas even less of revenue when it comes to the streaming. So where is that giving? They're giving people like 0.001 of a penny per 1,000 streams, whatever stupid shit they're doing. They're gonna give niggas even less than that because they're gonna have the blockchain commerce, digital cloud computing system through Tencent in all of the music, which is going to water down the music even more from a creative perspective. And then from a true perspective, people who really want to do music are going to do it for the hell of it or for the fun of it. They're not going to do it for the money because the money's going to be directed through, you're going to get not even 10 cents. You're going to get 10 cents of 10 cents of 10 cents of what you maybe really deserve in the previous system. So they're going to crumble the whole system. They're going to get rid of all of that because they know they're not making no more money. They're looking at the numbers. And if 10 Cent is making all this money, they're like, all right, well, we'll just assume UMG's debt and they're and then roll them into our worldly view of moving music into Africa and China and India, which has a huge population for quote unquote our United States music. So once they AI the music and move the music over to, China, Africa, India, those lands, how much more money are they going to be able to make from a person-to-person perspective? And then they'll have those people, those masses of people. Africa's a whole damn continent. We talk about Africa like it's a country, like with China. Africa's a continent. There's countries in fucking Africa, a bunch of them. Africa's bigger, it's big as shit. Not to include India as well. You know what I'm saying? Then China. So they're going to merge all of that to create a global system and put everybody on blockchain, cloud computing with their key product, artificial intelligence and automation, fam. Oh, forget all this Drake versus the clone shit, man. They about to clone everybody and AI everybody out. You know what I'm saying? This is why Drake is doing this. He's not just suing them. They've been blowing up numbers. How do we know this? I bet. This is UMG's issues that they've had in the past. What they've had in the past, litigation issues. In 2000, they had CD price fixing. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, had to, you know what I'm saying, had to pay them or something out, 75 million for price fixing CDs. So they've been fucking with the algorithm, even on to the CD level. Consumers are overcharged by 500 million and up to $5 per album. So if I'm paying $9.99 for my album, or Wu-Tang album or whatever, back when I was buying CDs, I'm overpaying by crazy for these albums. $5 per album, 500 million, and 75 million to the FTC. The fine was 75 million. That's crazy in nonprofit. That's crazy, yo. What else do they have? Payola. In May 26th, the New York attorney, they was doing bribes. And we know about the payola, pay for play. This is what incorporated the whole system of, big timers and a bunch of music that you don't want to hear on the radio stations, and then the conglomerate of all of the music stations playing all of the same music, no matter what city, no matter what part of the country you go to, is payola giving you the same music on the same different stations. So if you got WBLS over here and this station in LA, now they all paying the same music because you making them play Lil Wayne's this or Drake's that. It's the same music. And then when you get to Sirius XM and all that, it's a certain channel that plays the same rotation of music, but that's by payola. Another litigation thing, they had to pay $12 million to the state in New York because they was caught in New York doing payola. So if they're paying it out, they're like, all right, man, we done made $1 billion off of this. I'll give y'all 1% of that. 12 million, light bread to them. We looking at the wrong things, B. And then this joint a meme. It allowed UMG announced a deal that would allow the users of the social media to listen to any track for free. All traffic was redirected to MySpace, so they had an ill deal with MySpace, and then MySpace acquired and memes. That's another litigation thing that they had. They was running their music for free, so they're literally playing with niggas' money, masters, and minds. How do we know this is true? There was a Universal Archive fire in 2008. When the fuck does fires happen? So now niggas is just the biggest disaster in the history of music business. Confidential, 500,000 song titles, 120,000 assets, master recordings owned by UMG, Universal Music Group, just destroyed in the fire. Nobody had no water to throw out the fire, just swept through their archives. These niggas are playing with the money to their benefit. Y'all want y'all 2008? Or y'all want y'all masters back? All right, we're going to burn these joints. We're going to give you digital copies of the masters so that we can still track what they got going on. You still want it? We lost your masters. The Guns N' Roses, mad people was under UMG during that time. Universal Music Fire, crazy. There was a copyright termination lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Where they had copyright shit going on in 2019. And then they took their songs off of TikTok. TikTok is China too. You know what I'm saying? Coming from China, because TikTok was they couldn't get to a licensing agreement with TikTok. So UMG is really clicking as far as what they're doing to the people, to the music. So if you think that this is just about Drake snitching, no, they was told, you about to shut this whole thing down to go into our own universe of automation, this, that, and the third. With AI's coming, baby, artificial intelligence, everything's going to be automated. They're going to start making y'all music, everybody music, just as good. They're going to start making the ill music with AI. Instead of sampling, they're going to sample our hits. They about to make this a universal, one world, global system, fam. Do never ever get it twisted. This is what their plan was. This is what they rolling out. This is what I'm attempting to give you is the details of how Universal is running this flim flam on everybody. And they've been running the flim flam. Universal Row Radio.
Drake's on Republic, Kendrick's on Interscope, both owned by UMG. UMG made $11 billion. Lucian Grainge runs it. He's a small hat. Diddy lawsuits. Looks like Harvey Weinstein. 10 Cent owns 20% of UMG. They got a huge bevy of people to run their AI through. They do AI. They make 100 billion a year, some shit. Come on, man. This is big business.
Western Road flows. Universal Row flows. Take a couple balls off. Let the beat live.